Excuse me, is there anything you'd like to say to our audience? Really? Good morning, everybody. We are in North Platte, Nebraska. It is currently 6 degrees outside. Feels like 0 with the wind. So, we're going to be outside for a very short time. But, the last 2 days, well, I should say the last 3 days, specifically the last 2 loads, have had a lot of problems. So I got to Edwardsville, Illinois, and as I was driving up the customer's driveway, something went wrong with the TCU. Don't know what. It was acting like it had a dead battery, but at the same time, it had full power to the panel. But it refused to start. 77 degrees outside, and box temperature went up to about 62 degrees as of the time I left. Got a road call sent in on it. I'm going to assume that they figured it out. This load that we're on to Ogden, Utah. Come on, Hirsch. He's checking his mail. Come on. Anyway, this load that we're on to Ogden, Utah had a little bit of an issue because Carrier decided to send out a over-the-air update, and well, turns out that the update corrupted and shut my TCU off completely. It was 28 degrees outside, and my load of chocolate went the other way. By the time I got it sorted out, had to go to a Carrier dealer to get the update manually installed. It was 28 degrees in the box, and the reefer wouldn't start. Now, as you can see, it is working. But it was, yeah, that's not good for chocolate temper. It's not good at all. There's bad juju that goes with that one. The only thing I can hope is, because of the amount of product, that the load itself didn't actually cool down. So yesterday and the day before, I had all those issues with mechanical. As if that weren't bad enough. Now, the chances of you having two arbitrary failures mechanically back to back out here, pretty rare. Not saying it can't happen, especially when doing refrigerated, where you've got another engine back there, you've got more mechanical stuff that can go wrong. But it's rare. So this morning, I get up. Now, I knew that there was going to be high winds. Gonna check all my road condition stuff. And I-80 through in Wyoming is closed to any trucks under 50,000 pounds gross due to high wind. Now, I'm going to throw this out here for new drivers or anybody who's looking to get into this industry. Wyoming, Nebraska, the Dakotas, sometimes Minnesota, but especially the Great Plains, eastern Colorado. There's nothing to stop the wind. When the wind starts moving, it's nothing to play with, especially in a high-profile vehicle. Wyoming in particular, it's its own little beast. So, we're going to try this. I've already reached out to dispatch. They told me that we've had several trucks shut down due to wind and ice. This leads back to one of my previous videos where I was talking about whether to run or whether to stay. I-80 is closed to vehicles 50,000 pounds gross vehicle weight or under due to the high wind. I'm running almost 74,000. So on the wind front, I should be all right. Ice is its own problem. You get wind and ice together as playmates, and all kinds of fun little stuff can start to happen. Now, I wanted to put you guys on the outside mount, and I had played with that in some warmer weather, but kind of cool. It was about 30 degrees outside. Yeah, no go. My camera shuts down. Doesn't do any damage to the camera, but it won't stay on. So, with it being 5 degrees,
turn at the first left onto I-80.
And with the wind somewhere in the vicinity of negatives to 0, start talking about me doing highway speeds, yeah, not happening. what I'd hoped to do was get a shot looking back at the trailer so you guys could see the trailer lean in the wind. It's something you have to learn to judge. Now, we're not too far from the affected area in Wyoming. This is where it gets strange. And this is a unique
Enter
thing with
highway
Wyoming.
onto I-80.
Where I am, it's basically calm.
219 miles ahead. Take exit 362 I-25 business north. 55 minutes.
It's eerily calm here. So I might cross state line and be like, oh shit. I might roll freely through. Now, if you go back to my videos about the lake effect blizzard that I ran into at Portage, Indiana, road information is not necessarily up to date. So I'm kind of running on a wing and a prayer here. We'll see what happens.